it's Hannah, and today's video is my February Play With Me video, and I absolutely love making these videos, and I'm just so excited to share this theme with you. So with that being said, let's get planning. For February, I wanted to have kind of a love theme because of Valentine's Day, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to do flowers or hearts, so I made both. Each month, I like to start off with a quote, and for February, I wrote out, "I fell for you and I'm still falling." I wrote it out in my fine liner. For the title page, I had already sketched out some of the flower doodles because I wanted to add some dimension and kind of needed a placeholder. I just ripped up some pink paper and adhered them together onto the page in the center of the flowers. And on the pink paper, I wrote out February in my brush pen. And I just outlined all of the flower doodles and then colored in the hearts with a pink Tombow dual brush pen, and went in on top of that with a fine liner. Ever since my December layout, I have been trying to find more ways to incorporate putting paper into my spreads, and I absolutely love the way that this page turned out. The next page is my calendar spread, and at the top of the page I just lettered February, and on the right of the page I used the same pink pen to add more color for the goals and the highlights section, and I used some extra paper scraps to add something onto the bottom of the page. Next to the header, I drew a few more flowers just to keep the theme all the same. And for the actual calendar, I use blocks starting with the day February starts, and I always like to change up my calendar layouts every month, and I really just love the way that this turned out. The next spread is my habit tracker, and at the top of the page I ripped up more paper and wrote out habits on top of it, I used a horizontal layout this month for my actual habits and used the same pink pen to highlight the habit and wrote them out in cursive in my fine liner, and then just numbered all of the blocks from 1 to 29. And lastly, I added and outlined more hearts at the top, just once again to keep the theme continual. The next page is my spending log, and it actually has the same exact layout as my habit tracker, but for the actual spending tracker, I just divided the box into 4 categories, one with the date, the description of the items that I bought, the amount, and a running total. The next spread is one of my favorites, the brain dump spread, and I like to keep these relatively simple so that I have enough room to write and have my thoughts scattered all throughout the page. So in the bottom right, I just drew out some more flowers, and on the opposite corner, I hand lettered brain dump with my brush pen, and to bring everything together, I used the same pink pen to kind of put a border on the entire spread. The last page of this video is going to be my weekly spreads. It will be over 2 whole spreads, but that allows me enough space to write out everything that I will need. So I divided the spread into 4 parts, and at the top, for the days of the week, I cut up some pink paper in alternating colors and wrote out the days of the week with my brush pen. And from there, I split each column into 4 more sections, one for my academics, my social things, things I need, and things I want to do. To add to the spreads and to keep the theme, I scattered hearts all over the page, and I did the exact same thing on the next spread, but the last column is for notes, and that is just another spot for me to write out anything else. I really like to lay out my weeks like this so I can prioritize my schoolwork and everything that I need to do before doing the things that I want to do, because whenever it's just in a to-do list, I don't really prioritize and organize it the way that I need to, and this is just a really helpful way for me to get everything done that I need to. And that is everything for February's theme, and here is the flip through. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more.